Welcome, everyone. Are you all so depressed because it's Valentine's Day or what? I hope not. So, welcome. I think we're all friends around here. Yeah, they're all familiar faces. So, but welcome just the same to the Center for Spiritual Living here in Granada Hills, where we honor all who practice their beliefs in faith and love. And so let's just take a moment to check in with each other and wish each other a happy Valentine's Day.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, dig those jazzy tunes, man. Yeah. All we need is like cigarette smoke down to here and 3 fingers of scotch and we're good to go. All right. But that's for later. All right, so please help me welcome to the platform our presider this morning, Agneta Bylund. Yeah. Our one bilingual practitioner right now.
That's right, and I can know some other bad things in other languages too.
Okay. So if you're looking for a treatment in Swedish, she's your girl. All right. So let's all take a deep, conscious breath together, using the breath to anchor us into this eternal now moment as we come together for our call to service, which we call lighting the flames of faith. Excuse me. And we perform this ceremony to promote the universal consciousness of life, which acknowledges that all people, all faiths, all sentient beings come from the one great universal presence, which we call Spirit. Fundamental to this truth is the unifying nature of all religious thought and experience, which we honor here this morning. So as Agneta lights the first candle, it's for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We light the second candle for the shamanic traditions, honoring the beliefs and practices of all indigenous peoples, the way of primal spirituality. We light the third candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. The fourth candle we light for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. The fifth candle we light for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the 4 noble truths and the path of compassion. We light the sixth candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light the seventh candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of submission to the will of God as the highest calling. We light the eighth candle for the universalistic religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. We light the 9th candle for all forms of new thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principles. The 10th candle we light for all those who are as yet unaware of the power and presence of Spirit in their lives, and for the space we hold for them here at our center. And as Agneta lights the healing candle, please put silently into the light the names of anyone you wish to have experience the healing flame of God's eternal love.
In this moment, in this place, I remember who I am, letting fear and worry fall away from me. I open my eyes and I see there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love.
And I know that I speak for each and every person here in the first person as I am, because I am, you are, and we are all together one. So as we are one with this amazing power, this force in the universe that we like to call God, Spirit, universal intelligence, love. This force is so incredibly powerful, so incredibly loving. And today, on Valentine's Day, even more so, because today we acknowledge that love in greater ways than other days. So as I know that today is a beautiful day to love, be loved, and to just be thinking about the beloved God. Today I embrace this love. I embrace it even more. And I put it into my heart and allow my heart to expand. Allow that beautiful energy to clean house and open up, and allow me to be even more conscious of other people and how I can show love to them and how I can receive love back from them. So with that, I know that today is an amazing day here at Center for Spiritual Living in Granada Hills. We are perfect love in expression, and we feel it, we exude it, and we are it. So with that, I say thank you, God. Thank you for this beautiful day in the sign of love, in all different ways of love. I embrace it. I say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I release my word into this incredible love, knowing it is already so. And together we affirm this by saying, and so it is. Yay, it's Valentine's Day. And you know what? The most amazing thing today is it doesn't matter whether your loved one has moved on to a higher experience, if your love in terms of an animal maybe has also moved on to a different experience. If you don't have a beloved right now to hold your hand, it doesn't matter, because my first line is love is strong. Love is stronger than any other force in the universe, because love is so much more than that twosome person love. So love is stronger than any other force in the universe. That's Ernest Holmes. And he also said this: God is love. God is love. And God's presence in me is love. And love is the essence of my being. I've taken these from different things that he had written, from different of his books. Here's another one that I love. God in me does the loving, and I have no fear. And then this one you know from before. All is love. And the last one, a thought of love is always healing. Well, so if love is stronger than any other force in the universe, then it makes sense to me that we can share this beautiful energy even more than we are doing. So I came up with 5 different ways. Actually, the reasons why. First of all, to share love, it's free. It doesn't cost anything, right? It is just amazing, and we can utilize it as much as we want. Second one is, love is divine. And there's no limit, there's no ending to the love from Spirit, from God. It's always here, always with us. And the third one is, it's healing. Love is the most healing energy in the universe. And I work with this every day in what I do for a living. And I know that we all can utilize even more healing. So when you just think loving thoughts, you are receiving some of that healing. The fourth one is, love uplifts others. How bad can that be? Isn't that wonderful when we can uplift others? And the fifth, love uplifts ourselves. And I like that too. So then I thought, all right, so now we know those things, but how can we share this love energy? So I went searching and thinking, and I came up with 7 points. First one was Mother Teresa. She said, smile. Because she said, let us all meet each other with a smile, for the smile is the beginning of love. And as we all know, especially we ladies, we know that when you smile, you look younger. Mother Teresa didn't say that one. That's mine. Thank you. The second thing is spread the love. Mother Teresa also said, spread love wherever you go. Let no one ever come to you without leaving happier. And I agree with that. Give of yourself. It doesn't cost anything. Just reach out a little more, and you feel good when you make others feel good. And then the third one, here's Jesus. He said, love one another. And he said, as I have loved you, so you must love one another. And that to me says, there is no limit. Love has no limits. And I don't know why this hit me so hugely today, but sometimes we think that love is this. No. Love is this. Love is this. It doesn't mean that it's only one person or one type of thing that you can love. No, you can love a lot of things. You can love a lot of people. And just because you love your cousin doesn't mean you can't love your next door neighbor. And you know all what the kind of love that I'm talking about, right? So I don't have to explain that for you. All right. Okay, I'm going to wipe my tears. Love yourself. Yes, Buddha said, you can search throughout the entire universe for someone who is more deserving of your love and attention than you are yourself. And that person is not to be found anywhere. You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. And we tend to forget that. We tend to forget that we have to love ourselves. We hear all the time, love yourself, so otherwise you can't love others. It just makes it a heck of a lot easier when you love yourself to go out in the world and be the best you can be. So, then number 5, I wrote, say hi, give a handshake or a hug, which we do here on Sunday mornings. It's so easy. It doesn't cost anything, right? And I read somewhere that they invented hugs to let people know you love them without having to say anything. And I thought that was kind of cute, kind of clever. Number 6, realize there are no limits on how to love. You might think a gesture is too small, but while the people receiving that little gesture of yours, you might have saved that person's life. You don't know. Sometimes someone is so on the edge of something and we say or do something nice and it changes their whole life. And then number 7, take every opportunity to share love and kindness. At work, at the store, at the auto mechanics, wherever. Here at the center, give a sincere comment. Make a sandwich. Say something nice. Surprise someone with something. And it has to be something little. It doesn't have to be anything big. It really is the thought that counts. So now, I've come to the part in my talk where I have 2 bags. The first one, this is from us to God. And since God is love and God's presence is in us, I'm going to read the bag too. It says, thank you for the way you love me. So God, thank you for the way you love us forever. And it's great what you find in the stores, right? And then this other bag, what I did here, I took some of those love quotes and I wrote them on little silk rose petals. So we're going to send this around and take one of them and then just go down that way and then come up this way and then go down that way. So let's start that. And please, you can put it in your purse, in your wallet, or better yet, you can put it in your heart and just keep it there. And I'm going to finish with something that Gandhi said. He said, be the change that you wish to see in the world. And I thought, I love that saying. I love it. But today I know that you are love, I am love, we all are love. So I say this, be the love we wish to see in the world and give the love we wish to feel in the world. I love you, happy Valentine's Day, and thank you.
Good morning, everybody. How are you doing? All right. I'd like to quickly introduce our 2 musicians today. Mr. Steve, bring us in on the bass. Mr. Andy Belly on piano. And today, for your Valentine pleasure, the one and only Miss Kitty Holiday. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
All of me, why not take all of me? Can't you see I'm no good without you? Take my lips, I want to lose them. Take my arms, I'll never use them. Your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. How can I go on, dear, without you? You took the part that once was my heart. So why not take all of me? You see, I'm just no good without you. Take my lips, I want to lose them. Take my arms, I'll never use them. Your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. How can I go on, dear, without you? You took the best, so why not take the rest? Baby, take all of me.
you, gentlemen. Thank you, Kitty Holiday. Let's give them some more love, right? Wonderful. All right, now we're going to get to stand up a little. We're going to read the Declaration of Principles. And let's see if we get it up on the screen. It should be here any moment. Just keep the love flowing. Don't worry about it. Let the love... Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, here it is. Okay, very good. So, we believe in one universal spirit, manifesting through all, natural and incarnated in us. We believe that the universal spirit is personal to and reveals itself through everyone who recognizes its presence. We believe that our faith operates upon a law of mind which automatically manifests in our experience according to that faith. We believe in the unity of all life and in the immortality of the individual soul forever expanding. We believe in the eternal goodness, the eternal loving kindness, and the givingness of life to all. And please keep on standing. And now we're going to sing. Oh, see, it's about the heart. Very good.
I am opening, my heart is ready to receive. I am opening, my mind is ready to receive. I am opening, my soul is ready to receive. I am opening, my heart is ready to receive. I am opening, my mind is ready to receive. I am all is ready to. I'm opening, I am to receive. I am opening, I am opening, my soul is ready.
I was just having a little Asilomar fly there with that song. That's the first time I heard it. Asilomar. Looking forward again. So, good morning. Nice to see you all out there. Today, I suppose you get that out of the way. It's been a wonderfully busy week on Monday. Practitioners that we have coming up here, and I just want to say they are a mighty group. So next year about this we have 4 new practitioners. Commitment is strong, and their practice is mighty. Yes. And I also got to see the smartest man in the world this week on Wednesday night. in a bar in a long time. That was interesting. And it was interesting to watch a guy, hold his cocktail glass up and pontificate. Our roles were completely. Today you are feeling a sense of longing in your life in some way, a sense of dissatisfaction with your current state of affairs, particularly at the heart level. Now, the Irish poet, I might add, the poet John O'Donohue reckons that this longing in the heart is the longing of the human soul longing to be united with the one. And that our heart, our exchanges of love at the heart level are exchanges of the divine with the divine. So he's written this poem. Well, first of all, I want to share you a little cartoon I found. And I'm going to have to explain it because I know you can't see it so well. So here's this little lizard guy. So the rabbit has a Valentine. You can see that, eh? He says, "Oh, I feel terrible. I didn't get you anything." And then he lifts up his flaps and he says, "Oh, wait, yes, I did." And so these are all carrots. It was a lot funnier at 6 o'clock this morning. It's cute. Yeah. Okay, so for longing, this is a poem by John O'Donohue. Blessed be the longing that brought you here and quickens your soul with wonder. May you have the courage to listen to the voice of desire that disturbs you when you have settled for something safe. May you have the wisdom to enter generously into your own unease, to discover the new direction your longing wants you to take. May the forms of your belonging in love, in creativity, and in friendship be equal to the grandeur and the call of your soul. May the one you long for you. May your dreams gradually reveal the destination of your desire. May a secret providence guide your thought and nurture your feeling. May your mind inhabit your life with the sureness of which your body inhabits the world. May your hearts never be haunted by ghost structures of old damage. May you come to accept your longing as divine urgency. May you know the urgency with which God chimes in this in a similar vein says this, that we should know God, the offspring of the eternity, of the living Spirit, born of our being, that we are forever individualizing Spirit. We are forever individualizing spirit. This, to me, is a very bold claim. Until we stop to think that all of creation individualized expression of the one. And you, and you. Right? So if we're in the I am the individualized expression of the one, and so is Donald Trump. And so is President Obama. Those places where we feel irritation. Is God an expression? Uniquely individualized. What an order. Go through with it. Right? We are forever individualizing it, and if all is expression of the one, how often cannot see God in the mix? How is it to measure the Spirit? No, how do we quantify God? How to prove its existence? Teaching this class with one of the ministerial students, and they are being taught by other instructors on the science of mind and spirit, being taught by a neuroscientist. And this neuroscientist is teaching that prayer has no measurable effect in the world. That there is no activity outside of the skull going on in prayer. No universal mind. No nothing. Because if it can't be measured or quantified, it doesn't exist. Now this is the scientific method. This is the empirical method. And so I thought on this for a moment, and I asked, well, what about beauty? Beauty can't be measured or quantified. Or love. These things cannot be measured or quantified, yet most thinking people would say both exist in human experience. By the way, Doc, how is healing taking place? Who's doing that? For if there is no God, are you saying you're the one doing the healing? Or is there something unseen life force that is doing the healing? And who's playing God in that scenario? So if you're playing God, you can't really say there's no God. Right? Because I have the logic of a Vulcan. Just a little more emotional. So, now here's the thing. Recognized or not, realized or not, Spirit is still expressing as physician by means of this doctor, whether he believes it or not, and who in his own way is training future ministers in a significant way, and even current ones, to think deeper on what it is we believe, and perhaps even why we believe it. So perhaps spirit is beyond that can be measured with rulers or electron microscopes. Perhaps that's the answer. Well, one fellow addressed this in the 13th century. This would be Rumi. And this is what thinking on this fellow yesterday, I remembered this poem when I heard this line. It's entitled, "What Was Told That." So, what was said to the rose? What was said to the rose that made it open was said to me here in my chest. What was told to the cypress that made it strong and straight? What was whispered the jasmine? So it is what it is. Whatever made sugarcane sweet, whatever was said to the inhabitants of the town of Shagil in Turkestan that makes them so handsome, whatever lets the pomegranate flower blush like a human face, that is being said to me now. I blush. Whatever put eloquence in language, that's happening here. The great warehouse doors are open, and I fill with gratitude, chewing on a piece of sugar cane, in love with the one to whom every that belongs. So, let us be open. Let's open our hearts and our minds up to the 13th century, right? To this beautiful gift of Islam, the Sufi poet Rumi. And like Rumi, let us be open to have a deeper experience of life beyond instruments or even words. To that experience that allows us to measure, to speak, to see, and to hear. To hear with the ear of the heart. To see with the ear of the heart. What was said to the rose that made it open was said to me here in my chest. And is this not a wonderful description of what spiritual experience is like? When we have that sense where the veil drops for however fleeting the moment and we feel one with the one. We have an experience of the transcendent mystery that spirit is. So you were speaking to Mother Teresa earlier. And there's a story about her that someone came to her who had had a very profound and life-changing spiritual experience a couple of years before they had met. And so this visitor was sharing this with her. And she goes, "Oh my gosh, I so long for that experience again." And she replied, "I know what you mean. That happened for me 40 years ago." Right? So at the beginning of her vocation, she had this wonderful spiritual experience, right? And then continued to chop wood, carry water, enlightenment. Chop wood, carry water, enlightenment. Serving the poorest of the poor in India. Her entire life. So, I guess what I'm saying is just know that this experience is available for you and for me. And that it is a great unfolding. Right? That you don't it's just not it's not a one and done kind of deal. That we can cultivate our consciousness to be receptive, to actually live in this place, and to invite heaven. Right? So the master teacher Jesus really thought that he was inviting the imperial rule of heaven here on earth. So we teach here that heaven and hell are not places, but states of consciousness. And so regardless of where we are, regardless of the condition of our life, we choose to create and invite. So as O'Donoghue says, may your dreams reveal your desire. Providence guide your thought and nurture your feeling. May your mind and sureness with which your body inhabits the world, may your heart never be haunted by ghost structures of old damage. May you come to accept your longing as divine urgency. May you come to accept your longing as divine urgency. May you know the urgency with which God longs for you. Happy Valentine's Day. So, let's call our musicians up and play around with the idea of inviting divine urgency and remembering that heaven and hell are not places but states of consciousness, states of today, the Sabbath. This Valentine doesn't often happen on Sundays. We can take this idea to create more love. As Agneta was talking, speaking to this idea of being the love that we want to see in the world. So I'm going to ask you to join me today. I'm going to make a commitment to myself to step courageously into a different way of being today. That I'm going to use Valentine's Day to give me some cover today. And I'm going to be wildly loving and friendly to 10 people and make them uncomfortable. Right? In appropriate ways. Observing boundaries at all times. But being the love that I want to see in the world. Right? And pretend like I'm being the love that I want to see in the world. Just for today. One person at a time. I invite you to join me in that. So think about that. If everyone were to step into that field of possibilities for good in this simple way, in a courageous way, we would affect the lives of like probably 500 people today. Right? And who knows what good that will do. So let's bring heaven. Let's bring heaven here on earth today. And come back next week and check in.
And I would like to, on the heels of that, dedicate this song, try not to cry, to a wonderful couple who has been newly engaged, our own Reverend Mike and Stephanie.
That's one, Kitty. You got 9 to go.
What are you waiting for? Believe in me. Isn't it love in this life that you need? You can offer your soul to an altar of sacrifice, but give your heart to me. Let's bring heaven down here. Let's bring heaven on down. I don't want to wait for the angels. Let's bring heaven down here. What's in the sky that you and I can't find? Simply in love, what could be more divine? How can I make you believe forever and evermore? I'll give my heart to you. Let's bring heaven down here. Let's bring heaven on down. I don't want to wait for the angels. Let's bring heaven down here. Can I lay you down? Don't you know salvation is the warmth of my embrace? Let me touch your lips, kiss the moonlight on your face. I need you now. I need you now. What are you waiting for? Believe, oh, in me. Isn't it love in this life that you need? You can offer your soul to an altar of sacrifice, but give your heart to me. Let's bring heaven down here. Let's bring heaven on down. I don't want to wait for the angels. Let's bring heaven down here. Let's bring heaven down here. Let's bring heaven on down. I don't want to wait for the angels. Let's bring heaven down here. Oh, heaven down here. Bring heaven down here. Whoa, heaven down here.
Yeah, let's give the band and Kitty Yeah, so you said you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Tried to talk her out of it, but she wouldn't have it. So. All right. Lucky me. Eh? All right, so as we prepare our gifts for the offering, we're going to call our ushers up.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
So going within, recognizing the gifts presented here this morning in coin or in spirit are a demonstration of consciousness that knows and knows that it knows that God is the source, our substance, our supply. And so from the generous heart from which these gifts have been offered, we, representing this community, accept these gifts with deep appreciation, love, and respect, as we know together they go forth to heal, to prosper, and to bless the lives and intentions and visions contained therein of each one here this morning, and for anyone connected to this center in any way. That we know this truth for our friends in this community of Granada Hills, our city of Los Angeles, our state of California, our United States of America, all of its churches, temples, mosques, schools, universities, the people who attend them, the people who support them. That we know that our world itself is an expression of universal mind. And that to the extent that we believe this truth, we see its full and complete demonstration in all ways, great and small. This lifts our heart. We experience grace and empowers us to live and experience spiritual living for one more day. We are grateful. And together we acknowledge this by saying, and so it is. So please help me thank our usherettes this morning, lovely Rita and lovely Christy. And I guess I'll use the... Would you, before you sit down there, you want to check in with us?
Hi. The Tweens celebrated Valentine's Day today. We made love visible, and we made scratch-off cards that had parts of treatment and love underneath them for people that we cared about. Awesome. Yes. 2 different kinds.
Spiritual scratch-offs. Is there like cash prizes involved? Or? Oh. Just checking. All right, so are you... No kids back there? You're calling in for us today?
Yeah, me and Erica this morning.
Okay.
I just want to, my heart in the mouth makes want to say something, and this is to Mike. It says, Dear Mike, happy Valentine's Day. My friend, you are the best forever. Thank you for everything to make your day. I love you a lot. You are so sweet person to be with you. And this is to you.
Well, thank you, Chloe. And I didn't get you anything. Well, that's not quite true. Here you go. Here, where are you? Chloe? There's a little kiss for you. I got one for all of you. You can get it on your way up. All right, so we do have quickly announcements. So first of all, they're in your program, our ongoing stuff. We have all kinds of ministries going on. If you or someone you know is kind of having a rough go of it today, for whatever reason, we do have the Healing Support Group, facilitated by one of our practitioners, Suzanne Jensen, and often Reverend Jessica is in there with her. So if you would like to support folks in that, or you would like to be supported, the answer's always yes. Yeah, very good. All right, and then we do have a couple of cool things coming up. We have Anton Miserak coming up for a music concert on Saturday, March 5 at 7 p.m. On March 20th, after the second service, we will be having our annual general membership meeting. So please just put it on your calendar, make time, please be here. We need you. We just want to tell you what's going on here and how your money's spent. So it's a little more in-depth, not a little more, it's a lot more in-depth than typical Sunday thing, because I want you to come back so I don't go that in-depth on Sundays. Yeah. So we will be discussing church business and electing new people to our Board of Trustees on Friday, April 8th. We have a kirtan with Brian Lotman, which is a call and response. And so you may have been here the last time. He was kind of popular. He's popular across the street at the yoga studio as well. So please avail yourself to that. And I also want to point out that next Sunday is Reverend Aubrey's last day around here, because she's heading north. Is that still happening?
Actually, this is my last.
This is your last Sunday today? Okay, so make sure you check in with her and say hello and bon voyage and happy trails. Yeah. So, and thank you for your gift of service here, this community. So, let's get our practitioners and ministers to circle the room as we get to Agneta to pray us out. Thank you all for being here. Happy Valentine's Day.
All right. Oh, we have the giggles here today. So as we take a deep breath and just go inwards to that beautiful sacred place, that part of us where the soul is, that part of us where God really lives and has its being. And I feel that beautiful heart energy, that beautiful love energy. And not only is it in my heart, but it emanates out from me and each and every person here. So today, I say thank you, God. Thank you for allowing us to love so deeply. And thank you for allowing us to share that love. Today, like Reverend Micah said, we go out and we touch other people's hearts and minds and souls. We say something nice, we give them a hug, a handshake, or a wink, whatever it's appropriate. So as I know that today is a perfect, beautiful day to expand that love, I know that my heart is opening up wider and wider to receive and to give more love. So today, let's be the love. Let's give the love and allow ourselves to change the world one person at a time, to be an even better place to live and have our being. So with that, I say thank you, God. Thank you with my whole heart, knowing that today is a beautiful day, the first day of the rest of my life, and I embrace other people, animals, nature, and new thoughts, and create an even better life in the sign of love. I release my word into this awesome love energy, and I know that it only says yes. So with that, I let it go, and we affirm this together by saying, and so it is.
Please stand for the peace song. One, two, three, four, five, six. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
Actually, I'm in town, but I have an 80th birthday party to go to.
No problem.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Terry's gonna do. There's a shot and stuff. Everybody fire.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
It's time to be sweet.
Thank you very much.
Or do you feel like something? What do you feel like started on a tree? Anywhere you want. Yeah, I'll try to get there.
I thought, like the Casio, I thought
We're going somewhere.
Have a wonderful Valentine's Day, precious people. And you too, Michael.
Oh, thank you. This was on the floor by the.
Oh, you know what? Look at this. Agneta's husband, Gene.
Oh, James. What is it? They put a you put a guitar on the wall for you.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's gonna put another one here.
oh.
So always leaning him up, knock him over sometimes.
Oh yeah.
It's great. It's really nice.
Yeah, and one switch the wall.
Yeah.
It just struck me as something really, someone I would really like to get to know.
Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Can I get my junk out of here on a little rolly thing in my case is all I need.
Just this?
That and then my guitar case, maybe that's in the back.
Oh yeah, that's in the, if you go out there,
Yeah.
and then make a left, and
Okay.
then go into where the offices are,
Oh,
and there's a storeroom with a Xerox machine, it's in there.
Remember, we have to be done by
This is gonna be yeah.
Yes.
Good about being there now.
Did you follow the aircraft there?
I did it. So
Oh, good.
Erica is still alive.
Oh, my gosh. It's fun to do. No kitties today, huh? So you guys have the little ones?
Yeah, we do. But there's no kids. They're so new.
Yeah.
I know, and by the way, they do have their gas station, and I'm doing a volunteer work over there.
Oh, wow.
But I'm not gonna be over there because they just don't have a gas station.
Yeah, I know, that's great.
But only one person got out and slept in a big hotel.
Oh, wow.
So we're getting valuable information.
Yeah, it's expensive to go somewhere else.
But I'm not gonna be over there.
Then came a time